My name's Vaughn Schaefer. I've been in Elgin for about 32 years, and I've done a lot of work with the Crawfords, and they just finished the roundabout last year, and we worked with them. Thomas and I worked with them for about 3-4 months, coming up with a collaboration of ideas, and we finally got it fine-tuned to where we're going to be doing a full-size bull elk, full-size cow elk, and a baby. It's going to be more like a family kind of a setting, since the elk farm has been here in Elgin forever, so it's going to help tie in. And
yeah, we started with the baby, and then we've progressively worked up. Second was the cow, and now we're working on the bull. And I think we've got some of our patterns down in our system as far as muscle tone and all that.
Being a third generation, being a blacksmith and us being artists, we always like being able to do something completely different for a client, and pretty much one of a kind. And if they would have went with a bronze cast of the critters, they have a mold, and of course then you can always produce more than just one. To where Thomas and I is coming in, it's like a puzzle, and of course we had to build the skeleton structure first, and now we're going in and we just do little pieces and parts, and what it does, it just helps give a little more definition in the muscle structure. Movement. Yep. Movement is very important. Yep. Thomas has been around the world doing all kinds of sculpting with ice and snow and sand, and to have him on board with me, he's real good with proportioning and having a vision. We have a safety meeting in the morning, and we have a little talk
before we get creative.
And we open up our creative juices, and we just go at it. So, and we average probably, 25-30 pieces a day?
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
But again, we're still taking it through a process. There's probably about 5 different steps that we're going to end up doing before they're completed. What we're doing right now, it's called repose and cladding, to where we give the muscle structure and give it a little more definition to the creatures, and it's very time consuming. Thomas has always done ice and snow and sand, and it's kind of funny.
More temporary.
Yeah, and now it's like fire and ice. So he's learned how to weld since he's been helping me since February, and he's got the plasma cutter down, which we'd like to show you how we cut the pieces. Yeah. And then we bring them to here, and then we hammer them, and then we just lay them on the floor, we lay them on the table, and it's like a puzzle. We just take pieces and we fit them in to see where they'll be best represented, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of in the rib cage now, and so ideally, all this movement will be as the ribs would move.
Yeah. Cladding is where you lay the pieces on, but then the repose is when he cuts out a piece, he doesn't have any flat, but when he cuts out a piece, it comes out flat, and then we just lay it in our log, and we've got all the old school tools from the 1800s. There you go. See how this is out, cut out flat, and there's no there's no pattern. And I told him, when he started cutting these, we were getting like little corners and stuff, and in Mother Nature there's no sharp edges or straight lines. Everything is kind of flowing.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So once we get it shaped, then we just walk around and we look around and see if it'll fit here or if it'll fit here better, and then we go and we weld it in and we just move on ahead. Tools. There's over 100 different types of hammers, and a lot of these have come from my grandfather and my father. And like on ball peen hammers, there's probably about 30 different sizes. So when we get into a tight area, we've got these laying out on the table, and certain ones are used for certain things. But we're saving the heads for last and saving the hooves for last, because we've been taking it through a process to where we've not really done anything to this caliber as far as this size or anything.
But we're also constantly looking at research. We just went and looked at a taxidermy elk, so we'll probably use that as another model along with the arrow target that we have.
Yeah.